All right, welcome back to season 3 of our show, and today it's shrimp cocktail using Super Colosso shrimp. Let's show you how to get it done. So right here we have some shrimp, Super Colossos. These are 6/8. That means there's 6 to 8 per bag. And the first thing we're going to do is just get them peeled. Now I'm going to leave the tails on the end. These are deveined and clean, but you always want to look in there and see if you see anything in there. So the first thing we're going to do is get our shells off. Right back into a pot we go with them. So we're going to use these shells to put our shrimp on. And we're just going to clean up anything that we see in here. So I'm going to use a little cup of water here. Just like that. And get these nice and cleaned up. So we're putting the shells back in here so this way we can lay the shrimp on just like that. The shells are going to give that flavor in there. So we don't want to rid the flavor out of these, which we want to keep it in there, but we just want to keep the rear of the shell on for a beautiful presentation. Now some of these you'll find the tails are gone, so I just keep the whole thing like that and park it off to the side. So hold the back of the tail, pull the shell off like that, and inside the pot it goes. Make sure you get all the feet off too. And you're just gonna be left with that little tail on the end like that. Let's do these. And it takes no time, as you can see. And just check the inside of them. Make sure there's nothing in there. So even though they're peeled and supposedly deveined, you always want to make sure you got a nice clean shrimp. Now these come frozen, so you want to put them in some water and unthaw them. Cold water. Don't use hot water because you'll cook them. And just make sure they're nice and defrosted. Now most shrimp come to this country frozen, so you'll see them in the supermarket and all they do is go and get a bag of shrimp, defrost them and put them out in the fish section, and you'll pay probably about $3 a pound more. See, that one's not clean, so we're just going to go in there and get that. You'll pay about $3 a pound more for these shrimp. So get your own bag, defrost them, and you'll save yourself a few bucks. Just like that. Now we're going to make a sauce to go along with these two. A cocktail sauce. Shrimp cocktail. That's why, whoop, let me get that one back. Almost threw away the shrimp. You don't want to do that. Alright, now our tail fell off on that one. But what you can do, if the tails fall off, is just put it back in and fix it like that. And there it is. If you cook it in there, it'll just cook itself right in there. So never fear if the tail falls off. And that's it. Go that way. And we're just going to get our last two. So while these shells are in here like this, I'm trying to even them all out so I could just start parking these guys right on top of the shells like that. That's what you want to do. Just get them right on top of the shells. Because if you don't have a steamer, you're basically making your own steamer just by laying them right on their own shells. Just got to get these two done so I get those shells over here and just start parking them around. It's a fast, easy, efficient way to steam shrimp and they don't lay in the water. And on the tail side like that, you can just park that right against the wall and put all the meat in the middle. This way you can't go wrong in there with steamed shrimp. Let's get that one there. Get the meat in the middle, park it on top of the shell, and just go right around, just making sure the meat doesn't hit the bottom. But I'm just going to pour some of this water. This is all you're going to need. Just like this. Just enough to get them going. That's it. So you won't even see the water on the bottom there. You see a little bit there like that. But that's all you need. and then onto the stove they go, and I'll show you that in just a second. And while we're waiting for that, let's get our cocktail sauce going. All right, so we got ketchup, horseradish, we got some hot sauce. Your favorite hot sauce? We have a washed piece of garlic, and we got a lemon. So the first thing we'll do, this is a ketchup-based sauce, is we're gonna get our ketchup in. Judge it out how much you need, because if it's just a couple of you guys eating, just put about how much you're gonna use for the evening, unless you have more shrimp for later on. So I'm gonna go for about ye much. Horseradish. Now this is all by taste. I love horseradish, so I'm going with a very, very large amount of the horseradish. I'm almost 50% horseradish. That's just me. But everybody's different. Crushed garlic. I'm just gonna smash it and go with a quick chop. Just smush it once you chop it. Get it nice and smushed down. And just keep chopping. It's only one piece, so you won't have long to go. All right, there you go. There's the garlic. In with that little garlic. And lemon. I'm gonna roll one out. Chop it in half. Use my hands to catch the seeds. There's one seed there. And that's it, just a little bit of lemon. Judge it out, make it yours. And then, hot sauce. I'm gonna start with a little bit, just like that. Almost like you're making a Bloody Mary. And then we're just gonna stir it up. And you can see that color change in there. Now some people add black pepper in here. I'm not adding any black pepper in here. I'm just gonna give it a good stir. Just like that. Then I'm gonna check our flavors. To me, that's spot on. I will add just a little bit more ketchup in there. Just a tad. Just to make sure I have enough of this. And I'm gonna let the rest of the ingredients just carry through. That's it. All right, I'm gonna cool this down in the fridge, chill it down, and onto the stove we go. So stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, so I dropped these on the heat. It's starting to heat up, it's starting to boil. And what I'm gonna do now is take a little lemon and just sprinkle it over top, just like that. Seeds off to the side. And just go right over top with that fresh lemon. Put the lid on high. 3 minutes, and that's it. We'll meet you right back here to pull these. Stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, we're 3.5 minutes in, and we're just getting these off the heat. Let me show you those. Beautiful. Now you don't want these to keep cooking. So you want to take a look at them, and inside a bath of ice water, they go, just to stop them from cooking. So just get them all out of there and get them in the ice water. And then I'm going to get over to the sink and run them under some cold water, because they're going to heat that water up. And that's it. We'll meet you right back here. Don't go anywhere. All right, our shrimp are out of that nice steam bath over there. I just want to show you this. This is what they laid on top of. This is why I put them down like this, and you can see that they were out of the water the whole time. I just stuck them on top of their shells. Don't throw that away. You could use that as a stock, add some more water to that. I usually make my shrimp fried rice with that, and it's just always a good thing to have around to save that stock or save the shells when you peel them off. If you don't want to do it this way, you can save those shells inside the refrigerator, and you can always make a stock later on. All right, so we're going to take this and chill it down into the refrigerator. It goes. It came out of a nice ice bath. They're already cool as it is, so you want to cool them down immediately to stop them from cooking, and then to the fridge we go. Stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, shrimp's out of the fridge, nice and cooled down. Let's show you how to put it together. So right here we have our shrimp cocktail, nice and chilled down. I'm just going to show you how to plate this up. Now you can have this any way you want, but I'm just going to plate it in a different style. So the first thing we'll do, this is that beautiful sauce that we made. I'm going to get some in here. Now usually I make enough for a couple of days, because if I have shrimp cocktail, I really want to have it for a few days. So we'll go in with this, just like that. Just clean this plate up. Right in the middle of the plate. Now once you get in the middle of the plate, it always kind of separates things. We're going to go in with some of our shrimp. Just kind of dance those around the plate. And just make them even on each side. Again, you can serve these any way you want, or just have them straight out of the bowl with some cocktail sauce. But nothing beats a beautiful presentation if you're going to serve these up for any of your guests. I'm just going to move those down. Just make sure you have an even amount on each side. This way it looks balanced. Because if you don't, it's not going to look balanced, and everything's going to look a little off. So even if you have some shrimp that are a little bit bigger, just make sure you balance it. So I look pretty balanced over here. We're looking pretty good. I'm going to slide them in. I'm going to get some lemon onto the plate on this side, just like that. Dead smack in the middle. And then we're going to garnish with just a little bit of parsley on top, just to make that pop, like that. Nothing beats seafood, especially the bright colors, with a little garnish on top. So just make sure you garnish it if you are going to go in with a nice seafood. Just like that. Get some greenery on there. And we're just going to go in the middle of our sauce with just a little bit more greenery. There you have it. Just like that. We'll go over here with it. Alright. There it is. A beautiful shrimp cocktail. Served restaurant style. We're just gonna try one of these out. Why not? Excellent. All right, I'm going to get organized. I'm going to meet you right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, and there it is, Super Colosso shrimp cocktail. Served with a homemade cocktail sauce. Beautiful sauce there. And if you guys like this video or more videos about to come, don't forget to give a like, hit that bell, so you get all those notifications first. And until the next time, no further ado, gotta get that little faster pace there.